the loophole really comes about is that these people spend all their life working, and I've got numerous examples of what the typical example is actually a teacher or an employee, I guess, in the government sector that's worked for a long time, and they've got some superannuation, they take early retirement, and they go and they buy a franchise with their money. And there are many examples of it. And they get into the franchise with very little people skills in respect of retail people skills. They've got the people skills in the example of teachers talking to 4-year-old kids or 5-year-old kids, but being in control of the situation. And so they go into a franchise type business where they're dealing with the public, and they don't necessarily have the people skills to do it. And they've gone into a shopping centre or that type of environment, and the first thing they've done is both husband and wife have signed the guarantees for the lease on the shopping centre. But in reality, they're a lot better off going back a step and only one of them doing it, and just saying, no, I'm doing it. But again, what happens is the husband and wife are going to work together, and let's do it together. So we're both directors on the company, and there's another video on that, but they go through the whole thing. And what comes out the other end is that the business doesn't work out, the franchise hasn't been successful, and then they've got to clean up the mess. Now, both of them have signed a personal guarantee, both of them have signed a lease, so this thing that they spent their whole life working to have, the security in the house, and they've had the dream of their own business, falls down. So we've had a Royal Commission so that people can't borrow money, or they're protected from themselves of borrowing the money, so that when they get a house they can have it home ownership. Something goes wrong in the business and they end up losing the house. What's happened is a fellow's closed the pizza business down and he's opened another one, and he's used a different name. That pizza business did fall over, but he's used another name, he started up again. And the journalist says, so what, he's phoenixed it? Really, the definition of phoenixing, from my understanding, is basically where someone takes a business and it gets into financial trouble, or it doesn't pay its taxes and that, and what they do is they transfer, in essence, their stock, the equipment, the clientele, and basically start up again just around the corner. And so they've used the assets of that business to start the new business. But it's very loosely termed, because a lot of things about phoenixing a business, that it's in the press and it's a popular subject. And there is nothing wrong with a journalist writing a story and being completely wrong and writing another story. There's nothing wrong with a person having a car accident and the next day driving a car again. So really, what is wrong with a person whose business has failed opening another business? And there's nothing wrong with that concept. And that's not phoenixing. Where it comes about is where unscrupulous people starting another business take the assets from this business and move it across to that one.